What's up, everybody? I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. My name is Mel, and welcome to my channel, Divine Feminine Works. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This channel is everything tarot, astrology, spirituality, and enlightenment. So if those are things that interest you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll always be notified whenever I come out with new content. Today, I wanted to do a quick discussion and tarot read on the astrology of the new moon in Cancer. So this new moon in Cancer is happening tomorrow, July 20th. And it's interesting because this new moon in Cancer is the second new moon in Cancer that we're having back to back. So last month in June, the new moon was in Cancer, and this month in July, the new moon is in Cancer. And that's a pretty rare occurrence because typically every time we have a new moon, it's in a different astrological sign, but this time it's back to back in Cancer. And that just lets me know that there's a real emphasis here that Spirit is trying to convey to us. It's like there's something really important here that we need to take notice of before we can move forward and before things sort of go back into place, whatever that place is. But let me talk about what a new moon is generally. So the new moon phase of the moon is when the moon and the sun are conjunct, meaning that they are right next to each other or on top of each other, astrologically speaking. As you can see right here, the moon is at 28 degrees and the moon is at 27 degrees and the sun is at 28 degrees. So they're like right next to each other. And during that phase of the moon is completely hidden. You can't see it. So it's completely dark in the sky. And symbolically, that is a time to plant new seeds of manifestation. So if there's anything that you want to manifest in your reality, the new moon phase of the moon is the perfect time to do that. That's when you plant the seed. Like, I'll give you the example of an apple tree. Suppose that you want to have an apple orchard. During the new moon phase of the moon, that would be the perfect time to literally plant those seeds in the ground so that these trees can eventually grow and produce apples. And that's what this phase of the moon is all about. Now, when you're talking about the new moon being in Cancer, first of all, the moon is at home in the sign of Cancer, so it's in its home. So it doesn't surprise me that the moon is staying here an extra month because it's home and it's comfortable. But apart from that, Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's emotional, it's psychic, and it's very home-oriented. And what do I mean by that? It deals with domestic issues. It deals with issues involving mothers. Anything that's close to home, anything that's private to you is under the realm of Cancer. And with this new moon, you may feel the urge to initiate or plant the seeds of intention for something that's very private to you, something that evokes emotion within you. What makes this new moon in particular very interesting and a bit difficult is that it's actually opposing Saturn in Capricorn, which is directly across from it. So as you can see, there's this opposition here between the moon and the sun conjunct in Cancer with Saturn conjunct Pluto and Jupiter in Capricorn. So it's a lot of heavy energy. I want to explain sort of what an opposition is and how the energy is typically felt. So imagine you have two cars back to back, back bumper to back bumper, and they are tethered by a rope. And both of these cars are trying to go forward. So they're both trying to go in opposite directions, but being that they're tethered by this rope, they can't get very far. And they're both revving their engines and they're both trying to go forward. But especially if they're going at the same speed, they can't really go anywhere. And that is what the energy of an opposition feels like. You've got two extremes and it's like you're trying to find the balance between the two. And And sometimes you can get nowhere because both extremes are like pulling really hard in both directions. So to put this in like a real world scenario, imagine there's something that you want to manifest for yourself. Perhaps that you want to manifest a new car for yourself, right? That's something that's personal to you. That's something that you want for you. But you have these responsibilities, perhaps to your family, perhaps to other people that you're close to, that's preventing you from doing that. So on the one hand, you want to manifest a new car. On the other hand, you need that money for your familial responsibilities or for work responsibilities or whatever. That is how this new moon is like playing out for everyone right now. And again, it's this tug of war between your private life and your public life. Things that you hold dear to you, things that you don't have out in the open versus your job, your career, your reputation, responsibilities that you have within society. This is the tug of war that we're all dealing with right now. And Cancer and Capricorn are both cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are all about initiation. They're the ones that initiate things. They're the ones that start things. And so you have this very dynamic energy between these two signs and between these two types of energies. So although typically new moons are very sort of stable and very easygoing for the most part, this new moon is going to have some harsh aspects to it and some, you know, tug of war type energy that's going to be happening. And the cardinal signs are probably going to be feeling this the most. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So if you're either of those signs, you might be feeling this energy a bit more than everybody else. So that's the general astrology for this new moon. Let's get into each individual sign grouped by element and see what's going on with them. All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What's going on? So this is going to be a little reading for each of you signs regarding the new moon in Cancer. All right, so let's get into it. First up, we've got Gemini. So Gemini, this new moon is happening in your second house, and that is your money house. That's your personal finance house. When it comes to your individual income, you know, your individual finances, your individual resources, you may be wanting to manifest something related to that. But we've got the Saturn in Capricorn opposition to this new moon that's happening in your 8th house. And your 8th house is your house of shared resources. So if you have a spouse or a lover, the resources that you share with them, so that could be joint bank accounts. Not sure if it includes joint property, but just joint resources that you have. This could also be loans, mortgages, inheritances, taxes, basically other people's resources. So how is this playing out for you, Gemini? You may be wanting to manifest something having to do with your own individual finances, your own individual resources. But you have a responsibility to someone else. This could be your spouse. This could be mortgage that you have to pay. You may want to buy a new car for yourself, but your financial responsibilities to your mortgage or to your spouse is hindering your ability to manifest that individual desire with your individual resources. So that's how that's playing out for you, Gemini. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you for this new moon. All right, these two came out. We've got personal growth. And we've got spirituality. A lot of 7s here. 7 and 77. So definitely this new moon, Gemini, look out for 7s. 7 is going to play a significant number at this time for you. 7 is going to, I said that wrong. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. 7 is going to be a significant number for you at this time. So if you're seeing 7s, know that it's definitely a sign from Spirit. Let's get one more here. We've got intuition. All right, so this new moon in Cancer is really pushing you forward spiritually. It's about soul growth for you. Perhaps what you're looking to manifest has to do with your spirituality. Yeah. I can't make this up. I just said that and then I looked at the bottom of this deck. What does it say? Spiritual career. All right, Gemini. So for some of you, y'all are embarking on a spiritual career. Whatever that means for you. Perhaps you want to open up a Reiki business, or you want to do tarot, or you want to do astrology or some other type of divination at this time. And you want to manifest this with your own personal resources. But with this opposition to Saturn and Capricorn, the financial responsibilities that you have to others or involving other people's resources is sort of getting in the way of this. This is very interesting. Let's see how this is going to play out. Let's get one on personal growth. All right, we've got the Knight of Swords. It's like you want, this is you. This is the energy of Gemini right now. You are coming at this full force. You really want to make moves to manifest this new career. You really do. Let's get another one on the Knight of Swords. The Emperor. Yeah, you might be wanting to start your own business. The Emperor is someone who is a boss, someone who is very strategic, someone who is action-oriented. I feel like you've been thinking about this for a while, and it's like you're ready to pull the trigger when it comes to this spiritual career. This is what you're trying to manifest. All right, let's get one on spirituality. We've got the Two of Wands. So yeah, this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. This is like you've finally taken the initiative to take steps towards this. So I feel like you're not just in the thought stages of this, you're actually in the action stages of this. And the Emperor here definitely lets me know. Definitely lets me know that. Let's get another one on spirituality. Oh, I'm like fumbling these cards all over the place. Let's get another one on spirituality. We've got the Seven of Cups. So there has been some confusion here. It's like you've been vacillating with this for a while. You've been thinking about taking that leap, but there's a lot of confusion here. And it's interesting because this confusion, part of it has to do with the fact that you are obligated to someone else when it comes to resources. Like I said before, you may want to take money out of your joint bank account with your spouse in order to start this new business. And you're just like, but I've got bills to pay with this money. There's other responsibilities that I have that I just can't do right now. I can't just decide I want to take this initiative on my own and do this individualistic thing because this money is money that I share with someone else. Or you've got a mortgage, you know, you need that money for your mortgage or for taxes or whatever it is. So there's a certain level of confusion that you're experiencing right now with starting this and going forward with this. Okay, let's get one on intuition. Yeah, we've got Ace of Swords. Ultimately, I feel like you're going to follow your intuition and you're going to go forward with this. In true Gemini fashion, you're just going to jump into this head first and put all your energy into it. I feel like your intuition is guiding you. And again, we've got a 22 here, which is all about stability. So you can feel secure in doing this because I feel like there's a lot of positive energy around this. So again, I feel like you're just going to jump in head first with this. Let's get another one on intuition and Ace of Swords. All right, here we go. Here's that new moon showing up. Although this looks like a full moon, but it's a moon nonetheless. I feel like, especially because this new moon is in Cancer. Cancer is very, this is the I mean, this, if you look at the bottom, see, it's the crab. So Cancer is right here. This new moon is all about following your intuition. It's about tapping into that private place of yourself, where your intuition dwells. And your intuition is saying, go for it. Go for it. Even though you're feeling a little confused, even though there's that tension, you know, between your second house concerns and your eighth house concerns, ultimately, I feel like Spirit is like, take the leap here. There is some stress though. Your hands may be tied with respect to certain resources, which is causing some stress in, you know, getting this off the ground and, you know, up and running. But ultimately, you are to follow your intuition. And I feel like if you go through with this, you'll be pretty successful. All right, let's get one last card here. This is for Gemini, for the new moon in Cancer. This is you showing up. This says thinker, and that's everything that Gemini is. And we've got a 44 here, which is an 8, which again lets me know this is something you've been thinking about for a minute. This is something you've been thinking about for a minute. So with this new moon in Cancer, follow your intuition, take that leap of faith, and step out and take some action steps to get this business up and running. Again, for a lot of you, this is a spiritual business. And under that, we've got leadership. So some of y'all are really meant to be in a leadership position when it comes to spirituality. Whether that's starting a YouTube channel, whether that is, you know, putting yourself out there and offering your spiritually based services, now is the time to really get that on and popping. All right, Gemini, that's been your message for this new moon in Cancer. All right, so next up, we've got Libra. That's Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. So for Libra, this new moon is happening in your 10th house, and that's your house of public life, career, and reputation. So there may be something that you may be trying to manifest during this new moon, or that the energy is conducive to manifest at this time that has to do with your career or your public life or your reputation. Now, this is being opposed by Saturn and Capricorn, which is in your 4th house. And that's your house of home, domestic affairs, mothers, real property, and just like your private life. So how is this going to play out for you? So perhaps there's something new that you want to do out loud or related to your career. Whatever you're dealing with at home, or your home situation, or your situation with your mother, may be a hindrance to you manifesting this thing that you want to have for your career. Regardless, it's a tug of war between your public life, which is where you want to spend most of your energy and your emotions right now, versus your private life, where you have responsibilities and duties that may be holding you back or hindering you at this time. All right, so let's get a message for you for this new moon in Cancer. And again, that's for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. All right, we've got leadership, and we've got new beginnings. All right, so you may be wanting to take a new position at work, change careers, but whatever it is, you're looking to level up when it comes to your public life. Most definitely, and you're very passionate about it too. Very passionate about it. Very you're in your root chakra. So you're very practical. You're really trying to make this manifest for real, for real. And we have your environment. So yeah, your environment at home is very much like opposite to this new beginning that you're trying to have in your career. Like, green is all about the heart chakra. And what I'm hearing right now is home is where the heart is. So there may be something that's tugging, there may be a responsibility at home that's tugging on your heartstrings, that's making this new beginning at work where you're seen as a leader or as an authority. There's something about that that's like, again, it's this tug of war. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, we've got surrender. And that's definitely Spirit's message to you. So in order to get this balance between your career and your home life, Spirit is saying that you need to surrender. Again, because there's a new beginning that is afoot here. And the only way to sort of have the best of both worlds is to surrender. All right, let's get one on leadership. And stop fighting. Like, almost like waving the white flag. Like, stop trying to fight it. Because I feel like to a certain extent, Libra, I feel like on the one hand, you're just like, I can only have one or the other. Like, I can only have a really poppin' ass career, or my home life can be really great. I can't have both. I feel like you can have both, but you just have to stop fighting it. All right, so on leadership, we have the World. So you've definitely come full circle. And I feel like this aspiration or this intention that you're trying to manifest is like really big. It's really big. It's like setting you up as a leader, like all around. Like, all I keep hearing is it's really big. It's really, really big. And has the potential to really set you up well, like financially and stability wise. Let's get another one on leadership and the World. Let's get another one on leadership and the World. Eight of Pentacles. Yep, all about work. Like, whatever it is that you do for work, you're very good at it. And this intent that you're trying to manifest is going to set you up like lovely. It's going to really put you at the forefront of your industry. All right, let's get one on new beginnings. We have the Page of Cups. I'm getting like a very novice vibe. Like, this new beginning, it's going to, I feel like it's going to have you, you're starting off as a novice. Like, your intent to manifest is like this expert world leader, but this new beginning is going to have you starting out here, which is not a bad thing. Everyone's got to start, started from the bottom. Now we here. You've always got to start someplace. But that's the energy that you're in at this time with this new beginning. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. You've definitely got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. That's for damn sure. And it's sort of, the queens are always about like the emotions and the intuition with respect to whatever suit they represent. So this is sort of your feelings and your emotions with respect to this new beginning, to this new career or this new chapter in your career. I feel like you're looking at it from a perspective of, I really want to have this. I really want to manifest this. But I don't think you can notice, but if you can notice, she is looking back here towards home. So again, it's like it's tugging at your heartstrings. You've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind, but intuitively, emotionally, your heart is still at home. Let's see what that means exactly. Okay, you've got the Ten of Swords. I feel like you are concerned about betraying someone. I feel like I sense that you feel like you're going to betray someone if you pursue this aspiration. There's someone who's going to feel hurt and stabbed in the back if you pursue this. For some of you, this career opportunity could have you moving abroad even. But your home life is here. And you are afraid of betraying someone by accepting this new position or even going after this new position. Let's get another one on environment. We have the Six of Wands, which is all about success. I don't think that you're going to, when I was shuffling right now, I was reminded of this surrender. And underneath that, we have music. And I don't think this, for some of you, this could involve like a musical career. But for others of you, what I'm hearing is it's a frequency change. By surrendering, I feel like you're going to, it's like you've got to change the conversation. You got to get on a different frequency. And I feel like ultimately your aspirations to manifest this new career or this new job or whatever it is, I feel like ultimately it's going to be successful. I feel like in order to do so, though, you have to change the conversation with the people that are closest to you or the people that you live with or your family. I feel like it's going to take a bit of persuasion, either to get them to move or to get them to, like, just to get them on board with this particular decision. Because, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's an opportunity that's coming your way. Again, when it comes to this aspiration and manifesting this new job or this new career, I feel like you will be successful, most definitely. But in order to balance that energy with, you know, these people that you live with or your family, you're going to have to change the conversation and surrender. Don't fight them. Definitely don't fight them. But use the gift of gab that all of y'all Libras have in order to get them on board. Because ultimately, you'll be successful with this. All right, let's get one last message here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node with respect to this new moon in Cancer. We've got fork in the road. So yeah, again, there's this dichotomy, like I said before, this dichotomy between wanting to pursue your career desires and objectives versus your family life. And you're at a fork in the road right now. But the overwhelming message that Spirit is saying is that you need to surrender. Surrender to this new beginning. Surrender to things as they unfold. Surrender to things as they unfold. And it'll be successful. All right, Libra, that's what I got for you for this new moon in Cancer. All right, so next up we have Aquarius. And that's Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. All right, Aquarius. This new moon in Cancer is happening in your 6th house. And your 6th house is the house that deals with work, daily responsibilities, and your health. So you may be wanting to manifest maybe a new health regime, or maybe you would like, I don't know, a new work situation. Now this is different from 10th house. 10th house is career. So it's your career, you know, the overarching, it's your career. 6th house is work. And more specifically, it's work as in service for others. So whereas in your career, you may be a boss, you may have employees, 6th house is about work, where you have an employer, co-workers, etc. So there may be something that you may wanting to be manifesting with respect to those concerns. Now, this new moon is in opposition to Saturn in Capricorn, which is located in your 12th house. And your 12th house is all about spirituality. It's all about faith. It's all about things that you can't see, things that are hidden. So there's really this tug of war that's going on between your regular life that you live every day, your work, your responsibilities, your health, versus your spiritual life. And your spiritual life may be tugging or pulling or hindering this manifestation that you want to have in your real life. And what's crazy, Aquarius, is that you probably don't know this because it's happening because the Saturn and Capricorn in your 12th house, that's like completely hidden. It's otherworldly. It's like karma from past lifetimes. This is stuff that you are not conscious of. It's not in your consciousness. So you may be trying to manifest this new work situation or a better health situation, and you're finding this opposition and you don't know where it's coming from. So that's pretty much how that's playing out for you. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you regarding this new moon in Cancer. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. All right, we've got abundance. We've got completion. And we've got creativity. All right. So what I'm getting, okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we've got adventure. What I'm getting is that there could be a work situation that you were trying to manifest at this time that could be really abundant for you. Really abundant for you. But there's this karmic Saturnian energy going on behind the scenes that you can't see that has come to an end. And I feel like it's like you've now got the green light to be creative and manifest this particular situation that you want to, which will be abundant for you. But I feel like there were obstacles. There were obstacles that you couldn't see that have now come to an end. And interesting with adventure, this is like a new beginning here. It's like you're embarking on a new adventure right now. All right, let's get some clarification on abundance. We've got the Four of Cups. If you look at this card, I don't know if you can see that clearly. You see it's like this cup is coming out of the clouds. And this guy right here, he is just staring at this cup. He's not paying attention to these three down here. He's all about this cup right here. There's something that you are focused on. It's like Spirit is having you focus on this abundance. Like you are so focused on it right now. Let's get another one on this abundance and Four of Cups. And Spirit is also saying like it's an opportunity that you don't want to miss. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. You're being offered something. You're being offered something with respect to your work or your daily routine that's going to be really abundant for you. And Spirit is saying, like, keep your eyes open because you don't want to miss this opportunity. Let's get one on completion. We've got Justice here. So it could have been, I'm getting like, because of this dichotomy between your 6th house and your 12th house, I feel like there's some sort of karmic contract that you had that's ending. Yeah, it could have been a karmic situation you had with a person, or it could have just been a karmic situation that you had been going through for a while, but that is ending. We've got the Three of Cups. There were certain people that you were involved with, Aquarius, that you are no longer going to be involved with. It's like you had a soul contract with certain people. And I don't necessarily feel like this was romantic. I feel like these are just certain people in your life that you had a karmic, that you had a soul contract with. And I feel like, of course, you may not have been cognizant of the fact that you had this soul contract with them. These are just people that were in your life, people that you were dealing with, but they were the hindrance to your abundance. They were hindering you from having this abundance that you're trying to manifest right now. And that has ended. So if you've experienced situations where friendships have ended, relationship with coworkers have ended, that is by design. That is so that you have the energetic space for spirit to provide this abundance to you with whatever you're trying to manifest. Let's get one on creativity. Yeah, we've got 9 of Cups. Like, wishes coming true. Like I said before, you now have the energetic space to create this abundance. Okay, let's get another one on creativity. It's too many. Let's get another one on creativity. Nice. And you've got the World card here. So yeah, things have come full circle. That karmic situation that you've been in is now over. And you now have the energetic space to create abundance, whether that be at work, whether that be, your daily routine, whether it be in health matters. But you've leveled up. And those obstacles that you couldn't see before, that were hindering you, are now out of the way. And now we've got the King of Swords. And this is you, Aquarius. This is you standing in your power. This is you mastering your thoughts. This is you making a decision with respect to which way you want to go. But ultimately, this is you. And you are about to embark on a brand new adventure that's going to be filled with abundance. All right, let's get one last card here. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node for the new moon in Cancer. Here and now. Like I said before, you see how this guy, he's just focused on this cup that's coming out of these clouds. It's like you need to focus on what's being offered to you at this time. Don't think about the past. If you've experienced the loss of friendships or, people just falling away from your path, it's by design. But you need to be present. If you look, you see it says past and future over here. You need to be in the present so that you can take advantage of what's being offered to you, because something is going to be offered to you that wasn't able to come through before because of this karmic situation that you had going on. And whatever this thing is, it's abundant. But you need to be present in order to take advantage of it. All right, Aquarius, that's been your reading for the new moon in Cancer. Right, air signs, that has been your reading for this new moon in Cancer. I hope that you guys were able to get at least one message from this reading today. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. If you'd like to order an astrology report from me, that information is in the description box as well. As always, these readings are a labor of love and they come straight from my heart. If you feel so inclined to buy me a coffee, that information is in the description box as well. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.